Shalom, shalom, shalom. It's the brother from the Great Millstone Camp here in Philadelphia, giving all praises due honor to Yahweh, Bashim Yahushua, Bashim Kakadash. Double honors to the elder apostles, Great Millstone, and honor citation to the hopeful elect. Is this on Thursday? Yeah, it is. Alright, so this is like an impromptu, random video. I had to do a quick video on this. Just wanted to tell you this is a must-watch movie to go out and see, even if it's the cam quality. Okay, this is a must-watch movie, and again, I just randomly press record just to tell you to go out and see this. I'm not even finished the damn movie yet, man. But this is a very heavy and spiritual movie. It came out of nowhere. I didn't even know Leonardo DiCaprio was in another damn movie. This came out of nowhere. Okay, it's called One Battle After Another. Okay, it is, and I just noticed this is under comedy, but this movie is a literal warning that these devils are coming, man. Okay, these devils are coming. Okay, and in this movie, I didn't see like nothing about the trailer in the movie. I don't even know if the trailer shows you what goes on in the movie. Let me see. Okay, this is the first time. This is the trailer right here. This is the first time you're seeing that. But I went in, unaware what the hell is going on in this movie. I just seen Leonardo DiCaprio, and I seen it like it was the reviews of it. And he says like one of the best movies yet, and he's one of my favorite actors. But watching this movie unravel in in real time is like, wow, man. This movie is a damn warning, man, that these devils are coming. Okay, and in this movie, I don't want to give too much away. But first thing I want to give away is they show you how the black woman is Eve. Okay, it's played by Tiana Teller. I'm just going to tell you, she sells out her family and her people. This, she's with a resistance movement. Okay, it's basically like equivalent to the Black Panthers, this is a very deep movie, and it's very like historical movie, as in you can research things that happen in past, present, and future, and it lines up with this movie. Okay, but this black woman sold her damn people out, including her family, or especially her family, because she was jealous of her daughter that she gave birth to. As a baby, she was jealous of her daughter. Okay, so she sold out her family. And then in the movie, they show you Eve doing what Eve does, man. Going behind her man's back. Okay? So, I'm still watching this movie. The baby that's supposed to be, Leonardo's is probably somebody else's. And they show you that in the movie. That she dealt with somebody else. So the baby, you don't know who it is. It seemed like it's gonna be like a plot twist that he gonna find out that's not his daughter. This movie is basically Django Unchained, the modern day version of Django Unchained, without like the extreme violence. It hasn't gotten violent yet. I don't know what the rating of it is. Okay, it's rated R, but this is a very spiritual movie, man. Okay, the scenes with the first thing they show you is Jake in concentration camps. Okay, with Issachar. Okay, fast forward in today's time, in the near future, that's where everybody's going. Okay, but here you seeing that it's happening to our people because we in that time of Jacob's trouble, man. We've been telling you this for starting off, through the spirit of Yahushua first, and then the Lord raised up his prophets, man, through our elder apostles, man, and then the rest of the brothers going on down, man. Been telling you and been warning you for years, for decades, man, about these events coming. Okay, and it's already happening today with our people being harassed, being persecuted, being destroyed by the damn devil, man. Okay, this is real quick, man. Oppress. This is Jeremiah 50 and 33. It says, make sure I gotta bring this one out. 50 and 33, it says, thus saith Yahweh Shem Yahushua, the children of Israel and the children of Judah, okay, the children of Israel and children of Judah, the northern and the southern kingdom, okay, it's referring to order the 12 tribes of Israel will oppress together where? In America, okay, that's where we basically reunited here in America, okay. You can go to history of the 10 tribes of the northern kingdom, and then the history of Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, okay, how they were rounded up here and brought over here to serve slavery, okay, via the transatlantic slave trade. And the reason why these devils are over here is because, you know, first and foremost, the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, but they knew that there was people over here already, and that these people were the Israelites. That's why they came over here with Hebrew interpreters, man, during their voyages. I think notably the Columbus voyages he had Hebrew interpreters, man. Why? Because these were the Hebrew Israelites, man, the lost tribes of Israel, a part of the northern kingdom, man. And then eventually Judah was brought over here, and they knew they knew Judah was or the so-called blacks that they gathered together over there in the interiors of Africa. They were Israelites, man. You had different, you know, names that signified that they were the Israelites, okay. And then they have the catalogs. You can look. I forget where you can look this up, but they had the so-called names of the captives, and they had Hebrew names, like ancient Lashawan Kodash names, man. Okay, you got images of Levitical priests being rounded up, being carted off, being driven in a boat with Edomites by their side, because they were the Israelites, man. That was a sovereign kingdom in Africa. And then you got our people that were scattered over the world, man. Okay, I think the first slaves came from Spain. So-called slaves came from Spain over to the States, or what we call today as the United States of America. Okay, but yeah, we were oppressed together in America. They show you that in this movie, man. They more so show you Issachar, or the Northern Kingdom, being persecuted, man. Okay, and this movie is crazy, man. It's very, very, very surreal, man. You know, you at the edge of your seat, and they just showing you what's to come. These motherfuckers are coming, man. They're coming. Okay, let me get this. This is and the thing is, if you were a man of the Lord, let me get that, man. We already know what's coming, man. We already know, man. That's why it says this, man. That's why it says this. The men of the Lord, they want to receive that spiritual power, man. And they're going to put the motherfucking enemies to flight, man. Alright? They're going to get that spiritual power, man. Come on, bro. I know you know Mike 5. Let me get this one out first. Isaiah 59. Alright, here we go. I'm going to just go to the point. 59 and 9. Let me go to verse 18. According to their deeds. According to their deeds, accordingly he will repay fury to his adversaries, man. This is the Lord. He's coming to bring, you know, wild or violent anger towards his adversaries. You know, the people in charge, the people in power, man. Okay? That's over the earth. And that's, you know, Babylon the Great, the so-called white man, the Edomites. This is the Most High speaking to his enemies. And a recompense or payback to his enemies. Okay? Because they're in power and they're over the people of God. And they're destroying the people of God, man. Not only destroying the people of God, they're destroying the earth, man. And that's why it says this over here, real quick. This is Jeremiah 50 and 25. It says, "Behold, I am against thee, O destroying mountain." It's talking about the Edomites. "Saith Yahweh, which destroyeth all the earth." Okay? All the earth, man. This the so-called white man and his people, they don't have culture. Their culture is rape, robbery, and murder. Okay? That's it. That's it. The thief, he's known as the thief, man. Because that's what he is. He's a thief. And he's over there inciting violence amongst the HBCUs. Here you got, CK, like the brother called him Captain Kirk. He was, put down. He was bagged and tagged by his own kind. But yet they're going after Jake. And like even CW, Charleston White, his monkey ass, he even said like the only allies that Esau really has is Jake, okay? Because Jake is a damn slave, man. But here you're doing everything in your power, because that's what you was created to do, to overthrow us, to justify destroying us, man. But yet, so-called blacks are your own, and Latinos too, are your only allies, man. Like a part of the movie, in this movie on One Battle After Another, it was a scene with Chedra Borgia in the background, and you had Issachar in the damn church, and I'm like, yo, are you serious? This the same devil that's putting you in fucking jail. Like, let me get that precept too, man. Okay, this is Revelation 2:10. It says, "Fear none of these things which thou shalt," and that was also the premise of the movie. The fear is who? The damn devil, man. He's coming, man. This motherfucker is coming, man. Okay? He's coming, man. But again, we want to go to the men of the Lord, man. Because we already know. It says, like the Lord said, fear, I think it's Yahweh Shah talking. Yeah, it's Yahweh Shah talking. "Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death." Unto death, even in death, be faithful. Remain faithful, man. Remain on your guard, man. If you gotta go out on your shield, you gotta go out on your shield, man. You gotta stay resolute, man, in your service to the Heavenly Father. You can't fold or bend to the wiles of the devil, man, to the devices of Satan, man. Again, I'm gonna reiterate, the tagline of this movie should be, "These devils are coming," man. You see how they come at you, and they want you to give up information. And it happened 3 times so far, how these people that they are part of this revolution, how these devils will break you down without even trying. These people haven't even been tortured yet, and they already given up, their secrets, giving up their faith, their integrity. You know what I'm saying? Over nothing. But that's what the devil has been doing. You see already in movies how, you got the bad guy. The thing that the leverage that he has against you is your loved ones. That's what they use against you. And it keeps happening. And then the beginning of it is the black woman. She literally just sold her family out. She got caught because she went off her emotions. Okay, this movie is very spiritual, man. She went off her emotions because she was jealous of her own child as an infant, because she was getting more attention. And that happens in our our neighborhoods today, amongst our people today. How our women, they'll be jealous of their daughter. I seen it with my own eyes. Okay, and this is another example, another prime example. And they literally just put it out there, how wicked these women are. You gotta be totally demented. Like, I don't even think a man could have that type of jealousy, man. I haven't seen it. I don't even think that's even possible, because your daughter is getting, you think your daughter, she's more important, so that entitles you. Oh, I don't want to be a mother no more, because that's some sick, twisted, demented shit, man. That's a very demonic entity to have, and that's prevalent in amongst Israel. It was this like not seen, but it was this video on social media where this mother, she was in a car with her children. She's bragging about, and she was on, like, I guess Instagram Live or Facebook Live or something, and she's bragging about how her vagina is more I say moist than her daughter's. I say moist. She's bragging about and jealous over her daughter's vagina. Okay, that's some sick, twisted dimension shit, man. And not even like, driving people around. I used to do that, whatever. This woman, this couple, Jake couple, black man and black woman. The woman was telling her man that she can't learn from the older woman because the older women, they're fucking whores. They can't pass you down knowledge unless it's some bullshit. They gonna tell you some bullshit. They gonna tell you how to be fucking whores, how to manipulate your man. It's a clip with Eddie Murphy. Okay, Eddie Murphy Raw. This is back in the fucking 80s about the Bush woman and about how the Americanized woman. Their whole job at MO, just like Eve, was to overthrow her man. Okay, Eve thought she can be like Adam or better, like over Adam. She didn't want her, her heart's desire, paradise, to be, she wanted rebellion, man. She didn't want peace. She wanted rebellion. She didn't want heaven. She wanted rebellion. She wanted Satan. Okay, they had that relationship, man, together. And then even in this movie, they go into the secret societies a little bit, And then an interesting question that they asked the guy, played by Sean Penn, he said they asked him because they basically put him in this, I guess, a secret program or whatever, was basically like the secret societies. And they said, have you been in an interracial relationship? And he said no. Or have interracial sex? He said no. So I guess that's one of the things they put out there, one of their secrets, that you gotta be pure, man. You can't even deal with a black woman or a woman of another ethnicity. They revealed that in the movie. That these devils, they don't mess with us, man. This is like, you got, I don't know if they still together, like Jay Electronica with a damn R child, man. You don't know, that was most likely set up. Or who knows, man. But that, that nigga ain't getting no inheritance, man. They'll be damned if that happened. They ain't getting nothing. They probably disown that damn daughter. They want pure, incest blood, man. Okay, that's what these devils run off on, man. That's that's part of their sick power to keep it all in their family. But yeah, man, this movie is mind blowing, man. And I ain't saying mind blowing, but it's like, wow, man, this is happening today. And they showed you the agent provocateurs. They show you a lot in this movie, man. Okay, I'm not going to spoil too much, but yeah, it says, behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days, man. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. So, hey, it's going to come a time, man. Well, we might be in the concentration camps, but we're going to remain faithful unto death, man. Okay, and the Lord's going to raise us up. He's going to give us that power, man. So we ain't got to fear, man. We got to fear Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Not what these damn devils can do. Like it says over here, John 10:10, a thief or Esau cometh not. Well, we already know, man. It's all about Jacob and Esau. When it says the thief, it's talking about the Edomites. Okay? That's one of the biggest mysteries, man. Who the devil is, man. Who the righteous are and who the wicked are. The righteous, Israel, the 12 tribes of Israel. The wicked, the Edomites. The top, the head, or the spearhead of the wicked, the Amalekites, which are the rats today. Where everybody's complaining. They shall complain of an ungodly father. The whole world, man, okay, is complaining. The whole world sees what these devils are doing, man. Okay, and that's so-called according to their plan of their NWO, or their third temple. All that shit, all that Freemason shit, okay, the Illuminati, that's the fucking Amalek, man. That's Amalek. All that goes back to Amalek, man. They run everything, man. The third wars, they knew all of this shit, man. They already had this in the works for centuries, man. But everything they get on the left-hand side, guess what? The left-hand side is telling them to fulfill prophecy. That's it. They're telling them to fulfill prophecy of who they are. They're Edomites. They're doing what the Most High wants them to do. And and at the end of the day, they're going to be taken down, man. That's why I cry ye rich men in the book of James, man. Just like the black woman, the gathering shall not come, man. It's like you eat, they all go hand in hand. Even in the goddamn Edomites are a tag team partner, man. They like the damn Dudley boys. That's the black woman in Eve, the black woman in the so-called white man. Once they, man, you see these devils are falling, man. These devils are falling, man. He's going to take everybody with him. So I'm just going to this. The thief or Esau cometh not but for to steal and to kill and to destroy. I am come that they might have life, that they might have it more abundantly. That's Yahushua, man. Yahushua is going to bring that peace, that beauty, that cleansing, the righteousness that's coming on the earth, man. The harmony, the holiness, the righteousness, the balance. He's going to overthrow the wicked. With the wicked in power, we don't have no fucking life. Everything around you is death. Everything is against the laws of the Most High, against the laws and nature of the Heavenly Father, man. Everything is backwards. And this is Revelation 12:12. It says, therefore rejoice ye heavens and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. Okay, these devils are, having great wrath. With the CK, what happened to him? That was another sign, man. That was another push to the mark, to their NWO, to their literal mark, their device. Okay? These devils are coming, man. Alright? But again, like the Lord, we already know, man. We already know about the famine of the word, man. Alright? And we also know this. This is Isaiah 59 and 19. It says, so shall they fear the name of the Yahweh. So at the end of the day, they gonna fear the Lord, man. All these proud ass devils, man. It talks about their pride. They gonna fear the name of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man, when he comes back. So again, like another faith booster, man. We don't gotta fear, man, when we got the Lord on our side, man, and we already know what's gonna happen. They're not gonna fucking win. They're not gonna win at the end of the day. Righteousness is gonna prevail. The kingdom of heaven is going to be established. Okay, the wicked are going to be ousted. They're going to be put out of power, man. And the righteous is going to take the place of the wicked. And all the other rulers that was on the planet of the heathen nations. And the Lord is going to establish a righteous kingdom for eternity. It says, so shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west and from his glory, from the rising of the sun, when the enemy shall come in like a flood. Okay, they show you this in the movie. The enemy shall come in like a flood, man. It says the spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against them. Okay, because these devils, through their sword, their blessing, their birthright. It's the sword, man. And these devils, they're gonna use it. They're gonna use it by any means necessary. They're gonna make up some shit, which they show you a lot in this movie, man, of how these devils operate, man. They show you a lot, man. And most of the majority of these people, they just gonna, oh, this is just a movie. It ain't just no fucking movie, man. This, like I said, this is a literal warning, okay, about what's to come. The NWO, man, okay. As you seeing these damn devils doing what they doing in our land, okay, against the Ishmaelites, which that's all prophecy any damn way. That land does not belong to neither one of them. They are the heathens, and it tells you that Amalek will be in war for generation to generation, man. That's all prophecy. They can't get rid of those Ishmaelites over there, man. But you see how indiscriminately they're obliterating them. This man is an absolute terror on the earth, man. That's why the Lord said, you shall be met by the king of terrors, which is himself. His son Yahushua, man, when he sends him back. Okay, like it says, the lion has come out of his thicket. Okay, let's get that. Cause you damn devils, man, you're proud as hell, man. You can see the pride in this damn movie, man. You know, Sean Penn, he's doing his thing, man. Okay. But Sean Penn, he might be a Jake. But you seeing how Esau is coming, man. Man, this movie is crazy. This is Jeremiah 4, and even though it's like, I don't see how it's rated R yet. You know, it's not violent, but they show you what's going on today. How they're detaining our people, oppressing them, getting rid of them, destroying their livelihood, their family, separating them family. Okay, they got them in goddamn concentration camps. This is as Jeremiah. This is what we have to be saved from. We have to be saved from this evil, this wickedness. We have to be saved from this, man. This oppression. We can't live like this. It is getting worse. It is getting worse. It talks about Jacob's trouble in the scriptures in Jeremiah. It says no day is going to be like Jacob's trouble, man. We're going to get 2nd Ezra 16 as well, man. Because these devils are coming. They're not going to be playing, man. Another good movie to watch. It's called Dead Snow. Okay? If you're looking for a movie with brutal factor and how it's really going to be when all hell breaks loose in a society, and you know how you gonna have foreign troops over here invading America, watch that movie. Then you got Red Dawn. Those aren't just movies, man. That's a reality for it to come. Just like in the movie Snake Eyes has been revitalized because it shows you in that movie how these devils operate. Okay, you got a guy called Charlie Kirk in that movie, or whatever the hell his name was, the president or whatever. He was put down and he was hitting his neck. Okay, and that movie was a Illuminati movie, man. Okay, that was a Illuminati movie. You seen the pyramid, the all-seeing eye. Okay, they show you how they operate, man. This ain't just coincidence. This is fucking planned. It ain't just happened. You can't trust the official government story. Everybody's breaking down this CK thing. Everybody's waking the fuck up, man. It's all bullshit. It's all staged, man. Okay, the world is a stage, man. They show you in their movies. People are waking up all over social. That's why they want to shut it down. That's why they say, look, TikTok, hey, you can have TikTok, but guess who owns it? Guess who owns TikTok now? The Amalek. They want to control what's being put out there. Again, I mentioned, I quoted this earlier, the famine of the word. It's like when they got Charlie Kirk out of here, if he's dead or alive, they basically came at people's jobs. They fired people. for they fired Jimmy Kimmel, and they brought him back 3 days later. You know, they showing you free speech is a thing of the past, man. Okay, like I was saying, once the things of the past, man, you damn devils, and your culture is rape, robbery, and murder, man. All right, it's rape, robbery, and murder. That's your culture. Yeah, I'm gonna just bring out this preset. I don't want to go on a long rant about that. So yeah, it says, when an enemy shall come in like a flood, Isaiah 59:19, finishing off, the spirit of Yahweh Shemel Shah shall lift up a standard against them. Lift up a standard against them. Okay, and that's that. The standard is that spiritual power. Let me see this word. I don't think they got no wash. No. To take flight, escape. Escape. Yep. Escape, flight, chase. Chase. This is a precept right here, man. And the Lord, he's going to give us the power to escape our enemies. Whether it be, spiritual power or the Lord going to do miraculous things, man. Okay? And this is Jeremiah 16:16. I'm going to the point. Behold, I will send for many fishers, save the Lord. They shall fish them. The meaning of the prophets going out there on the highways and byways, fishing for the elect. Okay, and the bait is the Bible. We, waking them up to who they are as a people, and their job and their, mission and their service to the Heavenly Father, and the promises that the Lord promised to His people. We out there on the highways and byways, preaching the word like the Lord commanded us to. Go ye out there on the highways and byways and compel them. And it's really for the elect. The only ones that we want to, redeem are the elect. Okay, or wake up through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemel Shah is the elect, man, and the Lord is going to do the rest. All right, but the 2/3 they want to get sifted. Okay, the undesirables of the Lord, they going to get tossed in the fire, man. They going to get thrown to the wayside. And in the movie, it shows you that nobody had integrity, man. Every time the scriptures say, because I'm watching this movie, the scriptures is running through my mind, like, never trust thy enemy, man, no matter what, man. Okay, as iron rusteth, so does his wickedness, man. Okay, never trust thy enemy. But everybody kept, giving up their people, man. They didn't hold their integrity. They had a gun to their head, or Esau just popped up on them. They was in a torture room, whatever. And they all one scene, he just brought up his sister and he folded. Like, come on, man. We know that the wiles that's going to happen to us, man. The damn devil, especially with the charagma. Before the devil even fucking try to entice us, your family is going to entice you first. Okay? Your woman, your children, okay? They're going to entice you first, man. Okay, your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, okay? They're going to entice you first. They're going to try to make you sell out first, man. Okay? You got to keep your integrity, man. No matter what. You got to refuse the devil his dainties no matter what, man. Okay, it says, be thou faithful unto death. Okay, unto death, man. You can't give up, man. If you give up, man, the Lord ain't dealing with you, man. You might as well, you a 2/3. You a fucking 2/3, man. That's why the Lord said, who shall rise up for me against the evildoers, man? This ain't fucking easy, man. Okay, even, you seen what the Lord went through, man, how his guys, like the scripture said, or how Shah said, the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak, man. Okay, we can't have that weakness. Even though we in the flesh, we can't have that weakness, man. Okay, we have too many examples, man. We can't deny the Lord. All right, these devils are coming, man. Okay, they coming after our faith, our belief, and we got to stand strong, man. No matter what these devils come with, man. Okay, we already know it. The Lord said, many of us going to perish, man. So be it. It is what it is. It's already written, man. You got to keep your integrity in that during that moment, during that pivotal, critical moment, man. Especially during the hour of temptation. They're going to come from all sides, from every fucking avenue and angle, man. Okay? And that's going to be the end all be all, man. That charagma. That's going to really test your faith and patience, your endurance for the Lord, man. And your service to the Lord. It's your word. The Lord, hey, you break your word, that's it. Like we made an oath to serve the Lord no matter what, man. This is a fight against good versus evil, man. And then we just read the enemy shall come in like a flood, man. So you don't want to fold, man. You want to be the one that like I said, the Lord shall lift up a standard against him. You want to be known as the one one of the ones that stood so stiffly for the name of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. That's why I said, so shall they fear the name. The Lord is already the victor, man. Okay, the Most High Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is already the victor. His son is already a victor, man. He overcame, man. He kept his integrity. He was a man. There was no guile found. And if you give up your faith, man, guess what? You're gonna be up for blame, man. You're gonna be found with guile. You're gonna be found wanting, man. And the Lord, he's gonna take that power from you, man. That spirit away from you completely. Until you come back in a reincarnation. You're gonna be found like a weakling, or looked as a weakling. So it says, and after I will send, and after will I send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill and out of the holes of the rocks. Okay? So that's part of that standard, that spiritual power, man. That the men of the Lord are going to receive to put their enemies to fight, man. The enemies being, the so-called white man when he comes in with his military. His sword. This is Isaiah 41:15. I'm going to go to verse 14 because it's talking about our people Israel. It says, fear not. Well, again, fearing what? Okay, Israel encouraged, man. Our enemies. Okay? Fearing our enemies. He going to help us from who? Our enemies. Or save us from who? Our enemies. Let me get that real quick, man. Because I keep saying it. Luke 1. I'm going to find a point. Yep. This is Isaiah 61, chapter 1, verse. I'm going to go to 68. Blessed be Yahweh Bashim Yahushua of Israel. Prophecy. Zechariah's prophecy. For he have visited and redeemed his people. His own people. His own kind. And have raised up ethnicity. Tribes, nation, his own nation. That's who he came to save and redeem, brought back through his blood. Saved them from their sins and their iniquity, and forgiveness for their sins. It says, and have raised up, because like at the end of it, that's what it's all about. That's how we're of the elect, man, because the Lord forgave us for our iniquities, man. Realistically and technically, we not supposed to make it, okay? But again, that's why the Lord is important, man, because these people don't understand what's about to happen, man. Okay, that movie is a PG version, a very, very PG version of Jacob's Trouble, okay, which they showed you an inkling of what's to come. You know how these devils operate, how they just gonna run up on you, man, and how fucking sly they are, man. How it was one scene. I had to pause the video, but then I watched the entire movie where was another person gave up their people and shit, became a rat, but it was a scene where the two characters were talking, and all of a sudden the woman she could hear something that was going on in the background, and what was going on, the devil was raiding their place where they was at. But they came in quietly. They came in with stealthily. You didn't hear them. That's how the devil comes. It says the thief in the night. That's how he comes, man. He comes when you're unaware, when you're asleep. You go into the history of our people, how especially with Gad, how they roll up on Gad during the nighttime when they unexpected, when their presence is very unexpected. That's how they roll up on you. Okay? It's going to be the same thing, man. Jake has no idea what's coming, man. They have no idea about Jacob's trouble, man. And they don't give a shit, until it happens. That's why the scriptures say, thy people shall be willing in the day of thy power. When all shit hits the fan, that's when Jake won't want to get right. But that is going to be too late, man. Okay? That's going to be the time where the Lord said he will mock when your fear cometh, man. When your calamities and desolation cometh, the Lord he's not going to be there, okay, to save you. It's too late, man. You already got the warning, okay, through his prophets, man. His ordained prophets, his apostles, okay, that's been standing stiffly for the name of the Lord, man. But that the day is going to come, the hour of temptation, man, when it's going to really count. I think it's in St. John, but I'm gonna just keep going with this, trying to quote it. But anyway, it says, as he and have raised up an horn of salvation for us in the house of his servant David, as he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets, which have been since the world began. And it says that we shall be saved from our enemies. That's the fear. Our enemies. Jake don't know that. They even though, we ourselves are our worst enemies, but Jake don't understand they have enemies of the heathen. The heathen are their enemies. Nahum 5:9. Okay? And our number one enemy, Edom. Okay, Psalms 83. And the rest of the nations. Especially Edom, because we're in his under his wing, man. Okay? He's the devourer of our people. He devours our people constantly, man. And that's how it's going to be under his rulership. We can't be saved amongst his devil. We can't rely on him at all in any capacity, man. If this devil were able to continue, he would exterminate us. That's his plans. His plan is to exterminate us, man. Okay? And it says, and from the hand of all that hate us. Who hates us? The other nations, man. Okay, you can put the black woman in there too. Again, that role that she played was very despicable, man. Okay? But then she tried to redeem herself, talking about something. She abandoned her responsibilities because she wanted to be strong. That sounds like modern day fucking feminism. Fucking nasty work, man. All right? She literally said in the beginning, she was jealous of her fucking daughter, man. So she sold out everybody. She did some stupid shit and got caught and sold out everybody. In the process, she committed adultery. Okay, even in the movie, this is like the secret society, whatever. It was like a parody because the movie is disguised as a comedy, but that's what happens today. You got your secret societies, okay? But even amongst them, they called the black woman a savage because of how she abandoned her fucking responsibilities. And that's these women today, man. And the thing is, That they got it from Esau himself. That behavior. Cause didn't Esau fucking sell his birthright? But he got a nerve to call somebody a fucking savage. He sold his fucking birthright for a raw piece of meat. But he want to call somebody a fucking savage. You the king of savages, man. Okay? You a brute beast. The scriptures tell you that Esau was viler than the earth, man. Okay? In Job the 30th chapter. That's the history of the so-called white man. Job the 30th chapter, man. Among the bushes they braid. The original caveman. And it says, again, that we shall be saved from our enemies and from the hand of all that hate us, to perform the mercy promised to our fathers, not everybody, our fathers, our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, to remember his holy covenant. See right here, the oath which he swore to our father Abraham, that he would grant unto us, that we being delivered. Okay, that's a part of the standard as well, being delivered. That's why I said one of the definitions for the word standard was escape. We're going to escape through salvation, man. Ultimately, salvation. We could be in the hand of our enemies, and the Lord, he will send the angels to come redeem us, man. From the hand of our enemies, man. Because it's man. The enemy shall come in like a flood, man. It's about to happen. Something might pop off at the end of this year or the beginning of next year, man. But it's going to happen, man. And nobody's going to be prepared for it, except the holier prophets, man. It says, like, for your souls know perfectly that the day of the Lord shall come as a thief in the night, man. Even if you're a Christian, you're not going to know, because if you under Christianity, man, you believe that the white man is God. And that's way off, man. You're not going to make it, all right? And you, especially because you don't know the scriptures at all, man. You don't even know the damn devil is a so-called white man, all right? If you're a so-called Christian denomination, you don't know anything. Except Chedra Borgia, the devil that the Bible speaks of. Like it literally says that the devil shall cast some of you into prison, man. That's a man. That's a nation of people that's going to do that. And that's, again, through his power, the power of his sword, his blessing. That's how it's going to happen. I didn't mean to click over. And it says, that we being delivered out of the hand of our enemies might serve him without fear. Fear what? Our enemies oppressing us, destroying us. This is man, I think it's 12. That might be 11. Maybe it might be 11. Yep. This is Matthew's 11 and 12. And from 12. And from the days of John the Baptist until now, the kingdom of heaven suffered violence, and the violent take it by force. And they showed you that with, Issachar being in concentration camps, and how Esau will roll up on our people. Okay, but this has been going on in our history, man. And it's especially, it's going to happen during Jacob's trouble, man. It says, no day shall be like it, for it is even the time of Jacob's trouble. This is, I'm going to get it. This is Job 30 and 7. Alas, for that day is great, which is the day of the Lord, so that none is like it. Okay? No day is going to compare to the days of Jacob's trouble. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it, because the Most High he only cares about his people, man. Even though every ethnicity is going to be in a concentration camp, The Lord only cares about his people, man. Okay, and the elect are the ones that's going to be saved out of it when the Lord lifts up that standard, man. Okay. Wait, did I get this? Yeah, no, I didn't. This is Isaiah 41 and 10. Yeah, I was talking about that we fear our enemies. But the Lord said, fear not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed, for I am thy power. And we in captivity. We in captivity under our enemies, man. Okay? In the black woman. I will strengthen thee, because the scriptures do say the children and women and children are oppressors, man. So when I say the black woman, I'm saying that for a reason. Okay? Even goddamn Kelly Price was speaking about the black woman, man. You know? I just had to deal with that situation yesterday. You know, with my fucking patience and my faith was tested, man. By a goddamn woman, man. Okay, these women will have you either locked up or dead. One or the other, man. Okay? You ain't gonna find no peace from a bitch. Okay? Especially if you're a man of the Lord, man. You ain't, man, please, man. Every woman I had, I lost, man. I had good ass women, and Satan, every time he hit that switch on them females, and he was out of there, man. And I had to constantly lose, man. I ain't had no peace. The only peace I got is the grace, man. The grace and mercy of Yahweh Shemiyah Shah, man. And Lord willing, salvation. It's the only peace I'm gonna have. You ain't getting no peace from this fucking world, no comfort in this world. And they show you that. Like, how many times Jacob, or Jake set up a neighborhood and Esau came in and jacked it up. Blew it up, okay? Killed you, flooded your land, etc. This is not our rest. But I digress into something else, but go back to this. It says, I will strengthen thee with what? Salvation, mercy, faith, okay? The promises, the spiritual power, salvation, righteousness, okay? The Lord, he's going to build us up in what we need. And it says, and I will help thee, yea, I will uphold thee with the righteousness. It's like with the right hand of my righteousness. Behold. Wait, hold up. Did I skip? Oh, hold up. All right, no. I just had that up. Okay, so I went down to 10. All right, cool. This is what I wanted. Yeah, I was up here. All right, cool. I'm going to go to 14. It says, fear not, thou worm Jacob, and ye men of Israel. I will help thee. Exactly, man. Again, we don't have to fear our enemy, man. Or even, the woman, okay, etc. Man, look, man, you got to believe in the Lord, man. And help him guide you, man. Man, because I was in a situation yesterday, man, where I can only give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Shemiyah Shah, man, for allowing me to escape. That's why the scriptures say, man, about the damn woman in Ecclesiastes, about if you please the Most High, you shall escape her, man. And that's heavy, man. Like, that woman could have did some shit where she would have made some false allegations. I'd be in jail, man, or dead. A woman did, and it's so crazy, man. You think it's these niggas? It's your damn woman, man. Your woman is your worst enemy. Your woman is your worst enemy, man. Like I said, she'll either lead you to death or arrested, man, in jail over a lie. a false accusation. And it says, and thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel, Yahweh Shem Shah, it says, behold, I will make thee a new sharp thrashing instrument having teeth, that was that spiritual power. Thou shalt thrash the mountains and beat them small, and shalt make the hills as chaffs. Okay, we're going to do that with spiritual power, man. Thou shalt thrash the mountains. It means to pulverize. Okay? And it's verse 16, it says, thou shalt fan them, and the wind shall carry them away. Like, I just seen the new trailer for Wolverine. That was insane. But that's the power the men of the Lord are going to have, man. And they're going to use that power, man. Just like Esau uses his blessing. When the Lord blesses us with that spiritual power, we going to use that. And we're going to be on a whole nother level, man. Okay? And we're going to be perfect specimens on top of that. Because the Lord talks about how our body's going to change and how he's going to put the law in our inward parts. And we're going to be just like his son, Yahweh Shah. We're going to be perfect, like his son. We never going to go off. That's why I said, ye men of Israel, man. This is for us, man. No, our women, they're going to be in order, man. They're going to be in complete goddamn order, man. They ain't going to be rebellious, talking back to you, you know, dealing with other men, talking to other men behind your back, committing adultery, talking back to you, putting their hands on you, etc. Calling the cops on you because the so-called white man is their God. That's going to be over with, man. It says 7 women shall take hold of one man. Okay, we're going to have multiple women. Not just multiple, we're going to have millions of women, man. All right? We're going to be living, man. We're going to be at peace, man. We're going to have perfect peace in the kingdom of heaven, man. We're going to have millions of wives and millions of concubines. If not billions and trillions, man. We're going to live for eternity. Every day is going to be a great and perfect day, man. But guess what? A woman, you tell a woman that she don't want that shit. She can never be satisfied. Just like Esau, man. You can give him the keys of the kingdom of heaven. First of all, he will destroy it. And second of all, he will never be satisfied. So he got this new world order. Guess what? He's never going to be satisfied, man, until he destroys life, destroys existence. That's why the scriptures say, if the days weren't shortened, no flesh shall be saved. The Lord just basically had to start all over, man. Get rid of humanity. If this devil was allowed to continue to rule, and he would just do it himself, man. He would self-delete himself or self-destruct himself in his world. And that's what he's been doing, man. He's the corrupter, man. That's why it says the thief cometh not before to steal, kill, and to destroy. And it says that he's the destroyer of the earth, man. So guess what? The Lord has to pay you back for what you've done it. For all the inhumanities, atrocities, ill-gotten gain, and wickedness that you have spread throughout the earth, especially putting your hands on the children of Israel. And again, you got to emphasize the Esau's strength, man. That's what he believes in. That's why the scriptures say he shall be brought to the king of terrors, because this man is a damn terrorizer. But he calls everybody else the T-is. When he's the ultimate. That's all he does. That's how he got into power, is through T-ism. But he calls everybody else a T-is or a criminal. They this, that, and the third. They going after Venezuela. They in wars with every country on the fucking planet. But hey, man, the men of the Lord, when that time come, they gonna get that spiritual power, man. All right, so I'm gonna stop right there. I had more, but yeah, I'm gonna this one too, but I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna read this. Micah 5:8. It says, "And the remnant of Jacob shall be among the Gentiles in the midst of many people, as a lion among the beasts." Okay, the remnant of Jacob, basically the ones that are left, the elect, shall be among the Gentiles in the midst of many people, as a lion among the beasts of the forest, as a young lion among the flocks of sheep, who, if he go through, both treadeth down and teareth in pieces, and none can deliver. Okay? None can deliver, man. Okay? And it says, thy hand shall be lifted up upon thy adversaries, and all thy enemies shall be cut off. Okay? So we got to be saved from our enemies, and the Lord's going to give us that spiritual power, man. Okay? And that's why the scriptures say the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom. We're going to take it by what? Force, man. With spiritual power, man. The power that we have now, we ain't doing a damn thing, man. That's why we rely on the Lord, man. That's all we got to do is rely on the Lord. It says that he rise up to the prey. Zephaniah 3:9. For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble. Hold on, let me get it now. But yeah, man, Jacob, man, when that time comes, Jacob is going to have that power to devour their enemies, man. Jeremiah 30:16. All that devoured thee shall be devoured, man. Then you got Ezekiel 25. Okay? The same Ezekiel that Samuel L. Jackson was quoting in the movie Pulp Fiction. And that was a spiritual scene, man. And this is Zephaniah 3:8. Yeah. Therefore wait ye upon me. And that's what we got to do. We got to have patience for the Lord, man. We got to wait upon the Lord. We got to suffer. Okay? Especially when you got the power. What the fuck are we going to do? Not a goddamn thing. Having goddamn being strapped up at a camp is stupid. How you going to fight fire with Esau's fire, man? That's his shit. The Lord not going to grant Esau spiritual power, man. He's not going to have superhuman powers or strength. Okay? His powers are on the left hand side, man, and is earthly, man. Our power is going to come from Yahweh Shem El Shah, man. And it says, until the day that I rise up to the prey. The prey is who? The other nations, man. Our enemies, the Edomites, specifically. For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them my indignation, even all my fear's anger, for all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. Okay, that's what's going to happen, man. And those are referring to the nuclear missiles, man, which is going to obliterate Babylon the Great, which that's where all the kingdoms are assembled, man. The majority, okay? But you're going to have the fire go all over the damn world, man. Missiles going to be shot everywhere, every which way, man. But their primary designation or target is Babylon the Great. Okay? You can find that in Revelation 18 and all throughout the Bible. I'm going to keep going. For then will I turn to the people a pure language, that they may all call upon the name of Yahweh, Bashem Yahushua, Bashem Kavadas, to serve him with one consent. Okay, and the name of the Lord is one, man. Yahweh is the Most High, and Yahushua is his son's name. His son's name. Okay, not his name, his son's name is Yahushua, man, who you people call Jesus Christ. Because the Most High and his son are not the same entity. Okay? And that's another topic. So with that, man, Go watch the movie One Battle After Another. The title alone is spiritual because that's all we go through is one battle after another. Okay, you go through one thing and there's something else coming up. You know what I'm saying? But that's the life we gotta live, man. We gotta suffer in this life, man. Okay, the Lord suffered, we gotta suffer, and that's the battle of the warrior, man. Just stay disciplined and consistent. And on fire for this word, man. And with that, man, hopefully this is edifying. Until next time, I say shalom.